most spectacular and scenic venue in all of college football and perhaps in all of sports. The Rose Bowl in Pasadena, also home to the UCLA Bruins. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Bruins will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Ship. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Using his legs, it's high. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Huskers will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up the big return. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bruins are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. The Bruins will line it up on 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Now that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option, the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Hey, finish! Eat!
Big fullback's got it. He works his way inside the 30. Him down at the 29. It brings up 4th down, and let's see what they do.
Well, the fullback helping out his offense here, running the football. Nice job finding the hole and getting upfield. Takes a lot to bring this guy down.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it.
Let's go!
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Grab near the marker is Flores. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And the Bruins are rolling down the field. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. I'll send the tight end in motion. From the gun, running back gets to give. Spins away from the defense. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Quick strike complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Tight end now in motion. Trying to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, UCLA!
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
And his throw is incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. He lobs one high down the left side. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They're going to run it. Runs for the tackle. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Defense looks like they're coming. To throw, it's Raiola. He wants it all. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Fit it in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Matthews. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did. So
I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and still on his feet. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Bruin uniforms look pretty, but don't let it fool you. They'll stick their face in the fan and run it tough like a Freeman McNeil used to.
Okay, a good pull. Freeman McNeil, I don't remember him, but I do remember a guy like Maurice Jones-Drew, who's a little bowling ball and just ran physical, and just finding those guys that you can feature in your offense.
They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he can't hang on. Those arms might have favored an alligator there, and it'll be third down.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
Now facing a third and long. He's looking to throw. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Bruins in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. And the Bruins line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play.
There he goes. He's got it out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
The Bruins will try to punch it in on first and goal. Well, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And this defense does it again. Back-to-back plays for nothing. It'll be 3rd down. Turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by 13 to Texas Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Immediately fires to the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Buying some time. On the run deep down the right side. And it's caught inside the 30. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He'll try to pop the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw, make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers went for it. They came down hard quickly. Got into the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Grabbed in the middle. It's high. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskers!
Well, that was a huge touchdown late here in the 1st half for their confidence offensively. They want to be able to keep this thing close, obviously, or take the lead going into the 2nd half. So if they kick the extra point here, you tie it up. But you've also got the option here to be aggressive and try and take the lead with a 2-point conversion. We'll see what they do.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the 2nd. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He leaves it with his back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll move the tight end. Back to the ground with the running back. Nice move to pick up yardage. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Going right and going deep. He's got it inside the 15. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped. They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Marshall. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Throws to the tight end. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, it's Ives. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. To the air, it's Raiola. Under fire. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out.
Breaks into the open. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA. And that one will give them the lead.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Ship. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Back to throw, it's Raiola. A strike downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick six. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on ground.
Takes the handoff. It's high. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Nebraska! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Utah is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Alex Smith, and they are right back in this. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. The Bruins want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Throws to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Marshall. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one.
Really nice looking throw there. And traditionally, the best UCLA offenses are always the ones that can get it done through the air. You've got to be able to come up with explosive plays in the passing game. And if this team is going to win a conference championship, they need this.
Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Bruins! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Set for the point after. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Sends it back in motion. A touch pass on the run. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Direct snap. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There he goes. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what to catch you, big fella.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Here comes the heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
That was like bouncing off the guardrails and not losing control off the upright and through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Nebraska offense back onto the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock, that is at a premium for this offense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they draw closer. It's 31-28. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Utah is getting smoked. This is unexpected. This is alarming. And I've been on social and already seen a couple of recruits change their minds. They're trailing by 19 to Texas Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Wants to go up top. Deep shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, he's got wheels. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. He threw a couple of costly interceptions in that loss last week, but a really good job to take care of the football in this one.
And Reese, at that position, you better have a short-term memory, right? Quarterbacks have to forget about it, move on, forget the mistakes. Nice job putting that behind him last week. Coming out today, putting together a great performance for his team.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Flips it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They have the lead in the one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Release to the back. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Dude, talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Bring in the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling?
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play.
Trailing late in the game, quarterbacks have to understand, I have to get rid of the football. I cannot take a sack.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunky. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. You're in the 4th quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football. And they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best. And that time, they were able to force him.
He lets it fly. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up in easy position to get a score.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up, and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here.